Hey everyone, welcome back to A Cup of Security. I'm so glad that you decided to come back and join us. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you all had a great holiday and a great New Year. Super excited to kick off a new year with A Cup of Security. If you guys got any, speaking of tea, if you guys got any like coffee or tea over the holidays, please let me know what types that you got. So that we can share and I can try them out because I'm always loving trying like new types of coffee and tea and such. So it's a brand new year, right? So one of the things that I would like for you guys to think about when it comes to a new year are, we think about changing like the batteries in our smoke detectors. We think about, maybe getting an oil change in the car, like all of these typical attributes and things that we do every year with the start of a new year. So think about what we can do from a security perspective to help make sure like our digital lives are safe. So we're going to talk about 3 security tips that you guys can do at home and even on your work devices and such to make sure that you're staying as safe as you possibly can. Because of all the crazy stuff that's always going on. Okay, so tip number 1 would be look through all of the apps on your phone, on your tablet, really phone, tablet. I would say less about computer, but you could do that too. Look through all of the apps on your phone. So just you can either go to your app store or go to like your app view on your iPhone or your Android phone and look through those apps real quick. Don't spend a whole lot of time. You could do this in less than a minute and look and see, are there any funky names? Are there any like, games like Game of Shows, or I made that up, but you guys get what I'm saying, like a weird name or basically an app that you don't recognize. Do you see any of those on there? If you do, get rid of those, cut it out. Because they're basically unnecessary risks on your phone. Uh-oh, she said the word risks again. Let's go hide. All it means is that you don't know what that app is doing. Take it out. Get rid of it. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is think about if you have any old like email accounts or accounts that you don't really use. So if you're anything like me, you may have like 5 email accounts. One that you use for like spam-ish mail, and then one that you use for legit stuff. Try to go in and deactivate any of those accounts that have been around for a while that you don't use anymore. The reason why I say that is if those accounts exist and you're using the same password for all of your email accounts, so your legit email account and then your fake ones, and they get that real one from that old inactive account, then they can get all of your email account access because it's the skeleton key to the kingdom. Because remember, if we are good listeners of A Cup of Security, we know that we should only be using one unique password per account. But if we haven't watched that episode, that is what I recommend. So step 3 is, and please don't go hide in the hills for this one, try to enable something called 2-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication on your devices and your various accounts. Oh no, she said the word authentication. I told you, do not go run for the hills. So we are going to do a video on multi-factor or 2-factor authentication, but all that does is it makes sure that the person who's logging into your Wells Fargo, your Citi, your Facebook, whatever account, it's verifying that that person doing that, that's typing on the keyboard, is actually you. That's all it's doing. It spits you out a little code via text message, which isn't preferred, but it spits you out a code through text or an app and you put in that little number, and the computer or the phone verifies, hey, it's Ashley that's trying to log into Wells Fargo, or it's Ashley trying to log into Facebook. That's all it's doing. And we'll go through the different apps that you can use for multi-factor authentication, but that is my third best tip. So those are my 3 tips for you guys in terms of helping you and your families and your friends stay safe online in 2022. Again, we have those tips of take a look at all those apps on your phone. Make sure there's nothing funky going on. If there is, get rid of it. Step number 2, making sure that you're looking at all of your old accounts, email accounts. I would say mostly email accounts. If you have accounts you haven't been active on, deactivate them. Step number 3, enable 2-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication where you can. Those 3 steps will it'll help the bad guys like slow their journey to getting to your information, and that's all we're trying to do here.